All right, thanks, guys. Miami's at Philadelphia, 7:05 East. The Phillies are $1.70, totals 8.5. Money's on the Marlins and the under right now, 15-cent move toward Miami. Chen's for the Marlins, Eflin's for the Phillies. 72 and cloudy this evening at Citizens Bank Park. 9-mile-an-hour wind toward right center field. And if you think you're going to improve your equity by laying the 1.5 with the Phils, not so fast, my friend. Phillies 0-5 on the run line in their last 5. Winless in their last 5 as well. Now, the Phillies have also won just 10 of 21 when Zach Eflin made the start. And total-wise, just 6 out of 16 heads-up matchups between these teams got over the total. So all that said and done, give me the underdog Marlins, plus 160, and the under 8.5 in this one. And with that said, welcome to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Friday's MLB action. The weekend is here. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. And with a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you're costing yourself valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. Packages begin at just $1.99 per month. There's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, please feel free to just quickly hit that pause button on this video right now, open up your browser, and just type in patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take you a few seconds. Link is in the description section below. And if you're a current patron of mine and you're watching this program right now, I just can't thank you enough. You make it all worth it. And with all that said and done, let's go ahead and jump right back into some more lines and personal leans. And that is going to be for Friday's MLB action. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got White Sox, Orioles, 7:05 Baltimore. The White Sox are $1.15, totals 9.5. Shields for Chicago. Luis Ortiz makes his first start for Baltimore. Potential showers this evening at the Inner Harbor, 76 degrees and a chance of a thunderstorm. 10-mile-an-hour wind toward the right field wall as well. And when it comes to a run line play, this White Sox team has been definitely able to get the job done on the road. 8-1 ATS in their last 9 away from home. They're also taking on a Baltimore team who's just 269 in their games as the official Vegas underdog. Now, total-wise, Chicago's just 34% to the over on the road when the line's 9 or higher. Give me the Chicago White Sox laying the 1.5 and the under 9.5 in this one. Next game, Blue Jays, Yankees, 7:05 New York. The Yankees are the $2.80 favorites in this one. Totals 9. Money's on the Blue Jays. 10-cent move toward Toronto. Estrada's for Toronto. Tanaka's for the Yankees. Should be a pretty nice night for baseball in the Bronx. 73 degrees by first pitch. 9-mile-an-hour wind straight out toward center field. And if you like the Yankees in this one, I can't really blame you. 4-1 covering the run line in their last 5 with Toronto. 5-0 straight up in their last 5 with the Jays as well. Now, Toronto's just 337 in their games as the official Vegas dog. The Jays are also 23-10 to the over on the road when the line was 9 or higher. Give me the Yankees run line in the over. 9 runs in this one. Next game, Mets, Red Sox, 7:10 Boston. The Sox are $1.40, totals 8.5. Money's on Boston and the under right now. 10-cent move toward the Bo Sox in the early going here. We got Syndergaard for the Mets, Velasquez for the Red Sox. Nice night for baseball at Fenway this evening. Clear skies and 66 by game time. 7-mile-an-hour wind toward the right field wall as well. And if you like the Mets in this one, they're 5-1 straight up in their last 6. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 away from home. And if you think you're going to lay the 1.5 with the Red Sox in this one, I just want you to keep in mind that they failed to cover the run line in 5 out of their last 6 at home. Now, total-wise, the Mets are 13-8 to the under in their games where Syndergaard makes the start. Looks like I got to lean toward the dogs in this one. Give me Noah Syndergaard getting the W. That's a Syndergaard play exclusively in the under. 8.5 in this one. All right, next game I have for you, it is going to be Tigers-Indians, 7:10 Cleveland. The Indians are $1.80, totals 9. Money's on the Tigers and the over right now. 10-cent fade of the Indians in the early betting here. Matt Boyd's for Detroit, Josh Tomlin's for Cleveland. Beautiful night for baseball in Ohio. 74 and partly cloudy at game time. 9-mile-an-hour wind toward right center field. Cleveland's 12-4 in their head-to-head matchups with Detroit this season. The Tigers are just 17-34 taking on winning ball clubs. 5 out of 6 Josh Tomlin starts got over the total. Give me the Indians run line and the over. 9 runs in this one. Next game, Athletics, Rays, 7-10 Tampa Bay. And I totally passed it. The Rays are $1.20, totals 8.5. Money's on the Rays right now. 25-cent move toward the Rays as this one flipped. Jackson's for the A's, Castillo's for the Rays. Oakland 6-1 straight up in their last 7, 6-3 straight up in their last 9 on the road. Most importantly for Oakland backers, the A's are 11-3 in their games where Edwin Jackson makes the start. There we go. And if you're trying to improve your price point with the Rays, just keep in mind that Tampa Bay is just 2-8 ATS in their last 10 playing Oakland. They're also just 1-4 covering in their last 5 playing at home against Oakland. Now, total-wise, 11 out of 14 Edwin Jackson starts did stay under the total. Give me the underdog A's winning this one outright in the under. 8.5 in this one. Next game, Nationals, Braves, 7:35 Atlanta. The Nats are $1.50. Total was 8 down to 7.5. Money's on the Braves and the under right now. Nickel fade of Washington in the early betting. Scherzer's for the Nationals. Gausman's for the Braves. Warm night for baseball at SunTrust Park this evening. Clear skies and 88 degrees by first pitch. 9-mile-an-hour northwest wind in this one. And if you're looking to improve your equity with the Nationals, you're in a pretty good spot here. Washington's 5-0 covering the run line in their last 5. 5-2 ATS in their last 7 on the road. Meanwhile, on the other side, Atlanta's failed to cover in 10 out of their last 13 at home. Now, total-wise, 5 out of 6 Gausman starts did fall under the line. This is a weird spot, a weird combination of picks, but I got to do it. Give me the Nationals minus 1.5 on the run line and the under 7.5 in this one. Next game, Reds Cubs 8:05 Chicago. The Cubs are 215. Total was 8.5 down to 8. Public's on the Reds and the under right now. 40-cent fade of the Cubbies in the early going here. Harvey's for the Reds, Hamels for the Cubs. And it's going to be a beautiful night for baseball in the Windy City. Clear skies and 73 by first pitch. 6-mile-an-hour wind toward the right field wall in Wrigley. But if you think you're going to improve your price point by laying the 1.5 on Chicago, just keep in mind they've failed to cover the run line in 5 out of their last 6 ball games. Chicago's also just 4-9 ATS in their last 13 at Wrigley against the Reds. Meanwhile, on the Cincy side of things, they're 8-3 ATS in their last 11 taking on Chicago at any venue. Now, total-wise, 6 out of Hamel's last 8 starts, all finished under the total. I think this one's going to be a close one. Give me the Cincinnati Reds plus 1.5 in the under. 8 runs in this one. Next game, Diamondbacks, Astros, 8-10 Houston. The Astros are $1.95, totals 8. Money's on Houston and the over right now. 20-cent move toward the Astros. Robbie Reyes for the D-backs, Dallas Keuchels for Houston. The Astros are 8-3 covering the run line in their last 11. 10-1 straight up in those very same 11 ball games. The Astros also do a very good job covering at home. 5-0 ATS in their last 5 as well. Meanwhile, on the D-back side of things, they've really struggled against winning ball clubs this season. Just 15-24 taking on teams over 500. They've also won just 9 out of 20 ball games where Robbie Ray made the start. Now, total-wise, 3 out of these teams' 3 head-to-head matchups did all stay under the total. Give me the Houston Astros minus 1.5 and the under. 8 runs in this one. Next game, Pirates Brewers, 8-10 Milwaukee. Man, I am just terrible at this thing. There we go. The Brewers are $1.35, totals 8.5. Archer's for the Pirates, Gonzalez is for the Brewers. Milwaukee's 22-10 in their games at the current market price. Pittsburgh's just $4.24 as the official road underdog. The Pirates are also 15-7 to the over following an off day. Give me the Milwaukee Brewers minus 135 and the over. 8.5 in this one. Next game, Twins Royals, 8:15 Kansas City. The Twins are $1.40, totals 8.5 up to 9. Public money's on the Royals and the over right now. 10-cent fade of Minnesota in the early wagering. Berrios is for Minnesota. Georgie Lopez on the bump for KC. Beautiful night for some baseball up there at Kauffman Stadium. Clear skies and 82 by first pitch. 5-mile-an-hour wind toward the first base side. And when it comes to this line movement, the public might be on to something here. KC's 4-2 straight up in their last 6. 13-3 covering the run line in their last 16 at home. They're taking on a Minnesota team who just can't win on the road, 24-48 in their games away from home this year. Minnesota's also 9-6 to the over in their 15 head-to-head matchups with KC. So with all that said and done, I think I got to ride with the underdogs in this one. Give me the underdog, Kansas City Royals, plus $1.20 in the over. 9 runs in this one. Next game, Dodgers, Cardinals. 8:15 St. Louis. The Dodgers are $1.20. Total was 8, down to 7.5. Money's on the Cards and the under right now. 20-cent fade of Los Angeles in the early wagering. Bueller's for LA. Flaherty's for St. Louis. Should be a beautiful night at Busch Stadium this evening. 79 and partly cloudy skies. 4-mile-an-hour winds toward the center field wall. And if you take a look at this Dodgers team, really no reason for the fade in this spot here. I know a lot of folks have been impressed by Jack Flaherty as of late, but the Cardinals have still only won 11 out of 24 games where Flaherty makes the start. The Cards are also just 2-4 straight up in their last 6 ball games played at Busch Stadium. Now, scoring-wise, the total's gone under in 5 out of St. Louis's last 6 taking on Los Angeles. I'm feeling a bit chalky on this one. Give me the LA Dodgers minus $1.20 and the under 7.5 in this one. Next game, Rangers, Padres, 10-10 San Diego. The Pods are $1.40. Total was 8.5 down to 8. Public's on the Padres in the under right now. 10-cent move towards San Diego in the early going here. Connor Zedzak makes his first start for Texas. Robbie Erlin's on the bump for San Diego. And we're going to have ourselves an absolutely picture-perfect night for baseball in San Diego. Clear skies and 72 by game time. 5-mile-an-hour wind toward the left field foul pole. And if you like Texas to get the job done in this one, they are 4-2 covering the run line in their last 6 against the Pods. The Rangers are also 5-1 straight up in their last 6 with the Padres as well. San Diego's dropped 6 of 9 when Robbie Erlin makes the start this season. They're also playing just .375 baseball in their games at Petco Park. Now, total-wise, the Rangers are just 34% to the over in their games at the current posted total. Give me the Texas Rangers catching the plus money in the under. 8 runs in this one. All right, next and final game for the show. It is going to be Rockies-Giants, 10-15 San Francisco. The Rockies are $1.35. Total 7.5. Public's on the Giants and the under right now. 10-cent fade of Colorado in the early going here. Anderson's for the Rockies. Stratton's for the Giants. It's going to be a brisk one in the Bay Area this evening. 57 and windy by game time. 10-mile-an-hour wind blowing in toward home plate this evening. And despite the early fade in this one, this Rockies team has gone 11-5 in their head-to-head matchups with San Fran this season. The Giants have also won just 12 of 35 in their games at the current moneyline price. Now, these teams are also 11-5 to the under in their 16 head-to-head matchups, depending on where you're shopping at. So all that said and done, give me the Colorado Rockies outright in the under. 7.5 in this one. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I just want to remind you to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. And with a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you're costing yourself valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. Now, packages begin at just $1.99 per month. That's going to give you access to daily content, and there's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, please feel free to just quickly hit that pause button right now and open up your browser and just type in patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take you a few seconds. Link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're watching this program right now, I just can't thank you enough. You make it all worth it. And with all that said and done, and most importantly, thank you for watching today's program. I hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And please don't forget to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.